So, we're ready to head to Comicx Restaurant. It's like a mix between Dave & Buster's, I think, and like Planet Hollywood. It's like a superhero, Marvel, Disney themed restaurant. It sounds pretty cool. It's got all these characters, like 25 plus big characters you could interact with, I guess, and take photos with or something. Well, we're gonna find out. So let's go. And let's not let him in. Oh crap.
Hi, James is here. What do we have here? What kind of a car? Fancy. Woo! We got a Dodge. We got a Audi.
Low traffic here. Who is this?
I want to say never take, because people will be scared of taking pictures of your license plate. They're like, what? Like this dude. What does he got? Woohoo!
Is it fitted?
Ooh, we got a Tesla. Woo! Kia.
Hey, before I bought it.
Can you afford that?
Found on road dead.
Cadillac?
Well then. Let's just put tree debris up on a hill there and hope it doesn't roll down in some flash flood. Woo! We passed it! Butterbeer? Ooh, I'm gonna get a butterbeer. That's what I'm getting to drink. Margarita. Butterbeer. 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 What? Look, we're in Star Wars land.
Time.
I thought there was a guy standing there waiting. So for a theme thing, it's more like Planet Hollywood kind of seems, right?
Wow. I don't know. All right, let's try. So how do I feel about this restaurant? So for the food, I had a gluten crust arugula earth. So the food, I had the gluten crust earth. So it had arugula, grilled tomatoes, onion, and mushrooms on it. And it doesn't come with cheese. The crust was crispy. The rest of it just the way I like my pizza. So I would say that's good. Other than that, it feels like a place for, like, if you're a dad and you have a young son who likes superheroes and video games and all that stuff, this is, like, definitely a birthday place, I would say. It's kind of small, it doesn't feel like there's roomy, there's no play place, but just the decorations outside and inside everywhere is very nice touch, and the music that they play here, parents will recognize. Kids, maybe they won't care so much. I mean, earlier they were playing like the moves like Jagger did it, and that has a bad word in it, and it didn't censor, and I was like, huh. Brian noticed that, and then he told me, I was like, really? In a restaurant that seems to be designed kind of for kids, but a lot of dads, 30s, 40s, grew up with that kind of stuff, so they'll be excited for it. That's what I would say. Yeah, there's an upstairs to it too, and all the decorations everywhere. It's a very, and the food wasn't bad. I wouldn't mind coming, so I'm gonna say 5 out of 5. It's po time. What did you think of the atmosphere of the place?
It was pretty cool.
That said, it seems like dads would like it a lot too.
Well, there was a lot of dads and kids. That's what I saw. And they're like upstairs when we went up there. It was more like a party room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there
like
was
a birthday party thing. But the rest of the stuff is upstairs, so you got to kind of go upstairs to see everything. So it was kind of weird the way the setup is. And when they said video game system, I didn't know to be all off. And I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it's okay. It reminds me of Planet Hollywood, in a nutshell.
And now we're going to go read some of the reviews.
Review time.
Review time.
Well, I mean, our review, it doesn't matter.
Restaurant review. Clap for me. So, overall, this restaurant has 3.7 stars, which, if you were to think of it in a grade from like 0 100%, it'd be 74, which is kind of like, okay, I did a test, I turned it in, my teacher thought I got 74%, which you'd be like, okay, Johnny, that's good, but can we do better? A lot of the reviews kind of said the same things. Good atmosphere, lackluster food. Gabe says, yes, it's all super realistic. It feels like you're actually in the fantasy world of the superheroes and all the characters. They ran out of pizza and steak, so instead he got the boneless wings. He thought the meat was cold and chewy, and his friend said the same thing about burgers. Richard Carr stopped by this place yesterday, and I was a little nervous due to some of the reviews. We have been waiting for months for this place to open, so we were excited to check it out. The atmosphere is awesome. Our server, Jonathan, was amazing, very attentive and courteous. The food came out fast and tasted great. I was pleasantly surprised at the positive experience we had, knowing some people had mentioned it being subpar. We had a great time, the waiter was excellent, and the dessert we had also was delicious. Highly recommended. Now here's a very lackluster subpar review. Ray W. The atmosphere was cool to see all the memorabilia. However, food was extremely subpar, which is a nice way of saying it was absolute poop. The guacamole had very little flavor. My green chili burger was overcooked for medium requested, but it was closer to well done. The green chili itself was flavorless. My wife ordered the fajitas, said chicken was done well. However, the rice was still crunchy, and she was given 3 tortillas that were not even big enough for street tacos. Will not be returning. I do not see the place open a year from now unless they get a chef with a better palate. It's like, okay, I suppose the best way to improve that is if they make their rice, Comicx Restaurant makes their rice a little bit more fresh. Brian also said that he thought that the fries were pretty tasteless and needed much more salt, so there's a little bit of information. We were never offered additional salt or toppings. I work at a restaurant. At every table we have salt, pepper, hot sauce, and malt vinegar, so maybe if they just bought a little caddy with a few more dressings, customers would really enjoy that a lot more at your comic book restaurant. You could even make it really interesting, like have like a pepper shaker that it comes out of Batman's butt or something. Guana.